In 1918, the world was quiet again. The guns of the Great War had fallen silent, but peace had not come. From the ashes of empires and the ruins of cities, a wounded nation began to bleed from within. Germany, humiliated, broken, desperate. And in that silence, something darker began to grow. The Treaty of Versailles stripped Germany of its pride, its power, and its hope. Millions starved, millions raged, and millions looked for someone to blame. In this chaos, a voice promised revival and revenge. Out of the political storm rose a movement built on nationalism, fear, and fiery words. Its leader promised unity but preached hate. He spoke of destiny, of enemies within, and of a new empire to rise from the ruins. Skillful propaganda and relentless ambition. Democracy was replaced by dictatorship. Books burned. Voices silenced. Children taught to obey, not to think. A nation, once proud of its poets and philosophers, became enslaved by its own illusions. In 1939, the dream of empire turned into a nightmare for the world. The German army swept across Europe. Lightning war, blitzkrieg. Nation after nation fell beneath its shadow. And behind the front lines, millions suffered under ruthless occupation. The dictator's war spread, like a plague, from the skies above. London to the deserts of Africa, from the steppes of Russia to the islands of the Pacific. Humanity itself was caught in the crossfire. In 1939, the dream of empire turned into a nightmare for the world. The German army swept across Europe, lightning war, blitzkrieg. Nation after nation fell beneath its shadow. And behind the front lines, millions suffered under ruthless occupation. The dictator's war spread, like a plague, from the skies above. London to the deserts of Africa, from the steppes of Russia to the islands of the Pacific. Humanity itself was caught in the crossfire. In hidden camps and occupied lands, cruelty reached depths unseen in history. It was a war not only for territory, but for the very soul of mankind. As the world united against tyranny, the walls began to close. The empire built on fear began to crumble under fire. Cities once proud now lay in ruins, the dream of domination reduced to dust. In April 1945, the war's architect faced the end he had brought upon millions. His regime collapsed, his cities burned, and his empire of hate turned to ash. The war he began left more than 70 million dead, and a scar that still haunts humanity. When the smoke cleared, the world faced its reflection. How had one nation's despair led to such horror? How had ordinary people allowed cruelty to rule their hearts? Out of the ruins came a vow, never again. New nations rose, old wounds healed slowly. And from the ashes of war, the world learned that freedom, justice, and truth must be defended. Every single day. History remembers its kings and conquerors, but it also remembers the cost of their ambition.